Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm going to show you the stitch for January 2024. This is for Paying It Forward Friday. Paying It Forward Friday is something I created a couple of years back to help donate items to people in need. And every month I bring you a stitch worked flat, and then the next week on Friday I bring it to you in the round. So this stitch this week, the cloth I am naming the Textured Daisy cloth, and that is because if you look close you will see something that resembles the star stitch there, and I thought they look like little daisies. So I have a blanket, and I have a scarf, and I have this cloth. This cloth is what I'm going to show you to do the stitch and the repeat and the border on this, so that you can make any project worked flat. And that includes blankets, scarves, hats if you want to cinch the top, fingerless gloves to zip up the side with a seam. Any project you want to work flat, this stitch will work for that. So the blanket, let me pull it in here and show you what I have done, and the scarf. So just a moment. The scarf is worked with Red Heart Collage. This is a discontinued yarn. It is a super bulky 6 yarn, and it is marled and it changes colors as it goes, but you can see the stitching in this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Even with a marl, it shows up, it's beautiful, and it is very quick with 6-weight yarn. You can see the sides of this one that I have not done in single crochet versus this is Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton, and you can see the difference there between not doing a single crochet edging, and then with the washcloth I did do a single crochet edging. And I will grab the blanket. And the blanket is done with the new Granny Square yarn. This was the color Aran in cream. So all of these Granny Square yarns, they do have a color before the actual name of the color of the yarn, and that is so that you can coordinate them together with like colors. So this is the Aran line, the Aran yarn, and the color is cream. I reviewed this yarn last 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks ago in December. I had picked it up. Yarn Inspirations was the only place that you could get it. You can now get it on Joann. And I picked it up. This is cream. It is 250 grams, 8.8 ounces. So I got Soft Sky and cream in the Aran. Well, I ordered on the 13th of December. I think my review was a week after that, the same day I got the yarn. So like I said, I'll link that below, and you can take a look at that and see what I thought of that. I think Donna Wolf from Nastasia Crochet nailed it in her short of how I felt about the yarn. My video, I reduced down from a long time. I had redone the square probably as many times as Donna did hers, and it just wasn't working out. It kept not working out over and over. Anyway, her review was amazing. I chuckled when I saw it because I felt that. I don't have Soft Sky in here because I've been working on that for next week with a tutorial for you. But I do have Amethyst next to me, and this one is the white main color, and Amethyst is the colorway of this. And you know what? I think this is so much softer than the Red Heart that I've been purchasing at my Walmart. Although I did pick up a jumbo white, and it was miles softer than even this one. So take a look at Red Heart. If you have in the past not enjoyed the feel, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at this point, because to me anyway, it's miles softer. But you can see that even though it's not a granny square, I like the jaggedness of the color change. You might not like that, but I like the variant of that. And It's interesting. Right here at the beginning is actually Red Heart Super Saver Aran color. So you can see that it goes well with this colorway because this is called Aran Cream. And this is Aran from Red Heart. It is gorgeous. I love this yarn, not for the granny square, but I love this yarn because it keeps me interested in what color's coming up. What's it gonna look like when you lay it out? Like I really enjoy the yarn now. So while I didn't like it as a granny square, I think it's amazing in my textured stitch that I've been doing. And this one will be called the Textured Daisy Stitch Blanket. And I will bring you a tutorial when I'm done with that. If you know what you're doing, you can make one without my video using my tutorial for the cloth. So let's get started on that. So today I'm going to be using Universal Yarn Clean Cotton. This is 100% reclaimed fibers. It is 2.65 ounces, 75 grams, 131 yards, 120 meters. It's a medium weight 4. It's 85% recycled cotton and 15% recycled polyester. I love this stuff. The color is peony, and I have it balled up, and I am going to put it in a yarn bowl and get started. So the ball band calls for an eye hook, and I know from experience an eye hook is too large for me with this yarn, so I'm going to use an H hook. I'm going to grab my clover because it is a shorter hook, and I do not need to worry about it hitting the table, making a lot of racket while you're trying to learn. So H 5.0 mm, clover or more. Going to do a slip knot, which I just wrap it around my finger here, and then I push the yarn through. That is adjustable. Put that on my hook. This is multiples of 3 plus 3. So we're going to go ahead and chain as many as you want wide on your project. Multiples of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm getting there. 19, 20, 21. Probably stop at 21. Once you get your multiples of 3, whatever that multiple might be, mine is 21, then add 3 more chains. So 1, 2, 3. All right, second chain from the hook. This is the first chain. This is the second chain. In that chain, do a single crochet. Skip 1 chain, and in the next chain, put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 chain, in the next chain, 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 chain, in the next chain, 3 single crochets. We are going to do that all the way across the washcloth. I will meet up with you at the end of this row. Skip 3. So I'll see you in just a moment when we get to the other end. get to the end of your row, your last stitch, you'll put 1 single crochet. This will be the repeat row. Chain 1, turn your work, in the first stitch here, a single crochet. Skip 1 single crochet, in the next single crochet, put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. You will always know it is the middle single crochet that you're going into. So skip this one and skip this one, and in the next one, 3 single crochets. So each middle single crochet from your last row you just made, you're going to put 3 single crochets in. Skip, skip, next one, 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip, skip. Next one. 1, 2, 3. Skip, skip. Next one. 1, 2, 3. And repeat that all the way across, skipping these 2, and in the next one, 3 single crochet. Skip, skip, 3 single crochet. Keep doing that all the way across, and I will meet back up with you in just a second. In your last stitch, put a single crochet, and what I've been doing is been putting it into the chain 1, which gives it a cleaner edge. So you know how you chain 1 at the end of your row and you turn your work? On your way back, I've been putting my single crochet into that chain 1 because it works out to be perfect. Single crochet in your first space as your chain 1 is in, and then skip 1 stitch at the beginning and go into this middle single crochet and put your 3 single crochets. 3. Then we skip 2, and the next one, 3 single crochets, and that is our repeat all the way up our blanket, our washcloth, our hat that we're going to cinch, our fingerless gloves we're going to sew up the side, our shawl, our whatever we're making that's flat. That is the pattern. So keep working your beautiful stitches. I'm going to meet back up with you when my washcloth is a square, and I will show you how I know that. And we will proceed from there. It's very simple. I don't like complicated borders on blankets that have textured stitches. I think it takes away from the texture. And if you have any other edge that you want to put on any cloth or any blanket, go ahead and do that instead of whatever is recommended, because then you make it your own. Last stitch now. We're at the last one, and we can put the single crochet right here. This is actually in the single crochet stitch. We can do that, and you're more than welcome to. I find that if I go into this little chain 1 right here and do my single crochet, it ends up being a cleaner edge. Just like the scarf I showed you at the beginning, it helps be a cleaner edge there. So, but it's up to you. You can go into the single crochet if you'd like. Either way, it's the same pattern. So I will be back to you in just a little bit. So I ran out of yarn. I'm I'm going to have to edge it in a different color, but this is how I know my cloths are square. If I want them square, I take one corner and I put it up to the other corner, and if it matches, it's a square. Now I ran out of yarn, but we're pretty close here. As far as like one more row would have been perfect. See this gap? One more row this way would have been perfect, but I'm out of the yarn, so I can't do that unless I have more over here. Do I have more? Let me look. Now, I don't know if this is gonna go far, but hey, it's more. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the edging, even though I know one more row would be better and would make it square. It's fine. It's fine. So if we were starting like we were starting right here with our yarn, it is pretty much the same as I have done all of the simple washcloth edgings. I always put 3 single crochets in the corner, and that means 1 for each side and 1 for the corner so that it lays nicely. 1, 2, and 3. Then across this top edge, since it is already single crochets, 1 single crochet in each stitch will work perfectly. I will meet you at the edge that is a tad bit bumpy, and we'll go from there. So 1 single crochet in each stitch, all the way on each end that is easy to go into, and the edge that we just did is the easiest. Our beginning edge will have a few gaps in it. Okay, so I'll be back to you in just a moment. Corner stitch, 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Now along this edge, and this is the same edge as the other side, you will go into where your hook goes in comfortably and do single crochet stitches all the way down the edge, making sure you're not putting too many. Make sure you're not putting too little. If you put too many, you will have ruffling. If you put too little, you'll have puckering. So you just want to put your hook in where it will go in nice. Try to be consistent. If you want to count each side, go ahead and count the stitches. Otherwise, I just go in where it is comfortable and works out the best. I may end up needing more yarn. Getting to the end here, so anyway, finish your edging and I'll meet up with you in just a moment. That is the textured daisy cloth. Like I said, blanket tutorial will come out soon. Scarf tutorial is exactly like this, except you would chain less depending on the size of yarn you're using, and then go from there and just keep working until you have the length of the scarf that you want. By the way, a typical length for a scarf is the height of the human that you're making it for, unless you're making a super scarf, and then you would make it super long. That's just a tidbit. So I used an eye hook on this one, 5.5 mm. So if you are interested in that look, go ahead and do that. This is the Universal Yarn Clean Cotton. I highly recommend this yarn. I 100% stand behind it. I love it. I will link them below. That is an affiliate link to Universal Yarn. Hobby Lobby, of course, you go to Hobby Lobby and you buy the things or get online and order from them. I'm not affiliated with them. The Red Heart Collage that I showed you on the scarf, that is discontinued, but there are a lot of yarns out there that are like that. And then the Yarnspirations Red Heart Granny Square yarn you can pick up at Joann, online in stores, and yarnspirations.com. And I am not affiliated with any of these companies except Universal Yarn. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you. Like I said, I will work that blanket up and I'll bring you a quick tutorial on that. Look forward to next Friday. That is this stitch in the round. And so take care until next time, guys. Bye.